Okay. So can you open my lesson plan, please? Hello, good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to discuss about the voting topic. I hope that you guys learn about in class. I remember we got to learn with the Miss Molly about that voting. So I request please do not hesitate to ask discussion in class. It is important you participation. Please handwrite question. Feel free. I'm so happy to ask you. Uh, also, do you have any question before class start? Was- Okay, so we gotta go. Student kudos. Yeah, you have problem, Molly? Can you go, please?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying.
Okay.
Can you see that now, Mr. Cox?
No, no. Okay. The student kudo. The student will know the basic principle of your voting system. Okay. The student will understand the basic principle of the voting process. The student will do quiz, discuss, and respond in class. Yeah. So it's 3 minutes I give to you. Why is voting an important responsibility for citizen? I give 3 minutes, please. Why is important and an important responsibility for citizenship? Don't be afraid. You can share any you thought.
So, Mr. Kai, you just want the kids to answer this question. So, guys, why is voting an important responsibility for citizens?
Yes.
So, I'm going to mute myself, but you can say it in the chat. You can raise your hand. Oh, good. There's Medine.
Yeah, Nadine, please go ahead. Nadine, can you tell me, please, why is important responsibility for citizen?
It is important because voters will know what they want.
Okay.
And, Mr. Kai, there's some good answers in the chat, too, if you want to look at the chat.
Yes. Yes. Voting is important because people are going to know what they want. Yeah, that's great answer, Nadine. Because it can basically decide the future of the country. Very correct. Thank you. Good. You did good. Yeah, I think almost 3 here. I give to you a little bit tip here. Uh, can you go, please, Miss Molly? Why is voting important? Nadi, can you read, please, for me? Can you read?
Me, Mister?
Yes.
Voting is voting is an important. Voting is one of the most important citizen responsible of citizens in the United States. In the democratic system, the voting chose people who will represent them by voting. Citizens are
Participating? Yeah.
participating in the democratic process. Citizens vote for the leaders to represent them and their ideas. And the leaders support the citizens'
Interest. Yeah. Thank you, Nadine. Yeah. Please, for us, Miss Molly. Yes. You all read. I think. Can you go the please? The student will different with people, Englishmen, voting such as people going door to door. So can you clear for me? Yes. You got. But
So everyone's gonna take some time to read this article. I have it up here on the screen, but you can also click on Schoology. Mr. Kai, do you want to give them like 5 minutes to go through this video and then be ready to discuss it?
yeah, I just want to shoot the. Can you go get please for canvassing a picture? You know, so they make sense. I don't want read this me because I have just 5 minutes for that. It's Google so you can see image. Yeah, some picture. Yes, you see, this is canvassing door to door. People's going and is asking. Yeah, this is canvassing. So yeah, we this is I just show to them. So we can go back to the video, please. This so then we gotta watch this video and then so we go into discussion. Okay, it's going to 5 minutes.
Sorry, Mr. Kai, I'm gonna have to try to share again because there was a
Yeah.
tech issue. Let me see if I can try this again. So I'm gonna try to share one more time, guys. This is a really good video that Mr. Kai picked. It's about voting. So I'm gonna try. Nope, still not working. Hold on. We have some tech issues. So I'm gonna try one last time to share this video, and then if not, we're gonna have to just go back to the PowerPoint. Can you guys hear that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna mute myself.
Please open. Yeah.
America's founders fought for the right to elect their own leaders. So much better than having a king. Now our precious right to cast a ballot is protected for all time in the United States Constitution. Right? Right?
The Constitution does not contain any explicit and affirmative guarantee of the right to vote. It's simply not in there.
What? We don't have the right to vote? Isn't voting what makes a democracy a democracy? Turns out that back in 1787, when the U.S. Constitution was drafted, the 13 colonies each had different ideas about voting. And in order to get all the colonies to agree to sign the Constitution, the Founding Fathers deliberately left out anything about voting rights and just left it up to the states. Nice work, guys. Because today, there are over 7,000 local jurisdictions inside 50 states and 5 U.S. territories that regulate and administer the vote in their own ways. And the problem with so many local election standards is that some states used to be like Alabama before 1965.
I was born in Greensboro, Alabama, and I lived here all my life. We went to the courthouse the first and third Mondays of each month trying to register to vote. Every time they would ask ridiculous questions, recite the third line of the second paragraph of the Constitution, and then the minute you say, well, I don't believe I need. So you don't pass. You don't pass. You just get on out.
And it took enormous fortitude and courage for Teresa Burroughs and others to sort of stand up to those forces. I've been in Alabama for 25 years, and each year we celebrate the sacrifices that Alabamians made on Bloody Sunday.
Bloody Sunday, March 7th, 1965, when police attacked unarmed civil rights protesters, was a tipping point in the struggle for equal voting rights for African Americans.
Bloody Sunday led directly to the enactment of the Voting Rights Act, which is the broadest protection of voting ever in our country.
The Federal Voting Rights Act finally enforced the 15th Amendment, which made it illegal to deny the right to vote based on race.
The first time I voted was for the governor. I never will forget that. It was a joy for me. I'm a registered voter. How about that?
Over the next 4 decades, African Americans would register and vote in ever-increasing numbers.
The impact of the Voting Rights Act was extraordinary. If you look at the presidential elections of 2008 and 2012, you see a dramatic consequence, which is the election of Barack Obama, which would not have been possible with the electorate that existed in the United States in 1964. Barack Obama's margins came from minorities and from young voters.
And we shouldn't forget that those young people wouldn't have been allowed to vote if it weren't for the 26th Amendment, signed into law by Republican President Richard Nixon. That reduced the age of voting to 18 rather than 21. Yes, much of the history of voting rights has been about the expansion of suffrage, but in recent years, citing potential voter fraud, a number of states began enacting voter ID laws. Back in 2012, you could cast a ballot in states such as Texas, North Carolina, Alabama, and Wisconsin without a government ID. But starting in 2016, you might not be able to vote unless you have the time and the resources to get the required documents. Okay, so what if you need a government-issued ID to cast a vote? Who doesn't have a photo ID? Well, 11% of the voting population. That's who. 21 million people. Judges struck down some of these ID laws, and some states are making it easier to register and to vote. But at the same time, other states are cutting down on early and same-day registration. Certain districts are reducing the number of polling places and cutting down on early voting hours.
It's partly partisan. It's about power. If you can restrict the number of people who vote, it might be easier for your party, your candidate, to get elected. People have to be very motivated, very committed to voting in their local communities in order to fully realize their right to vote.
Voting matters. Elections matter. That's why there has been so much conflict over it.
Now you know that the Constitution doesn't guarantee that voting will be easy, and that new laws and budget cuts make voting harder for some people in some states. So, what should you do? Know the voting rules and polling places in your town, and work to change the laws if they bother you. But to do that, you've got to make sure that you can vote. It might be harder than you think.
Please, okay. Hi, student. Thank you very much watching. So now your turn. You know what is meant to vote, and if you know who can vote. So can you share, please? Just 5 minutes. Whatever you want, hand raise, please. What's meant to you to vote, and if you know who can vote? That's my question. If you have any question about that, what is said here, voting matter, election matter. Why? Susan can vote. Okay, thank you. You can, yeah. Students, can you share, please? What it mean to vote? Chorus? Great, Madam. You good answer. So that's what is important about things, just you want us to share why it's important. Why is election matter? Why is voting matter in our democratic country?
Mr. Kai, I think Grace's answer from before would be good for this question. Grace before said that voting decides the future of the country. So I think that that's why voting is important. Do you think so?
Yes. It's voting is important. Our defend democratic government, democratic system. And that's why we are voting. Then have to change our system. For example, if you don't like Princeton Donald Trump, we can turn out the vote. So we can replace or Democrat or other party or Republicans, others, other candidate. That's why we are matter for voting. That's why it's a matter for election. Yes. Okay. Thank you, guys. I gotta forward another slide, please. Student, yeah, I just want to, asking you is a how to understanding is a KW L. What already know about the voting? Can you tell me, please? It's going to 5 minutes here. It's 3 minutes around. What we want to know, what we learn from this lesson. Can you tell us, please? For example, I give to you who is the president of the United States, you know. So we already know about that by election. Or here, we see people on the TV, you know. Go ahead, Emu Kelly. Go ahead, please.
We know that only the citizen can vote.
Yes, correct. Thank you very much. You know, we see sign on the road. So it's our governors in Rukomos on the TV. So we know this is from the election result. Okay. So here, what we want to know, you know, here's what is the voting? Who get to vote? Can kid vote? What is the voting? Who get to vote? Who get to vote? What is election?
18 up.
Yes, thinking can kid vote? Can children vote?
No.
No, yes. That's just question. This means we want to know. Okay, it's inquiry. You know, where to register vote. Okay, where to register vote, or what is the absentee voting? Today is important. What is absentee voting? Because you know today is a pandemic. Most people's request by mail. By mail, we can go election commission. We can online request. You know, we can telephone. So that's we want to know right now, right? So I just want to ask what we learn here. Can you tell me, Nguyen? Can you tell me, please, what do you learn from here?
Learn about what kind of people can vote.
Okay, what people can vote, she learn, yes.
Yep. And maybe like 8 for people can vote and 8 for people cannot vote.
Madin, can you tell me what did you learn from here, please? Can you share?
I learned that before black people were not allowed to vote, but now they can.
Very good. Yes, of course. This is 1960, 1971. Okay, it's still problem 1965, the civil rights movement. You correct. Thank you very much. A big idea you put here. I appreciate for that. Okay, so thank you very much. We got to go another slide, please. Thank you. Your answer. You a very great job. Okay, we got to see here. I just want discussion a little bit time out voting. And did you see what voting trend do you noted over time when you look at the voter turnout in the presidential election? Did you see how where's the less in bigger person here this chart? Can you tell me please? Who want to tell me please? Please handwrite. Did you see here? Okay, I show you. Here is 1964. It's turn about 61%, 92, 61.92%. And then the less turnout is 36%. Yeah, 36%. I think yes. You know, this is why it's turnout. Yes, we got who can. Is why do some people believe that voting is the most important political right? No, 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 no. You see, it's turnout here. I just show. So I have question about that. Can you other slide please, Maury? My question that why reason for voting and another reason for not voting? Why people come out voting, or another way why it's not come out for not voting? For example, I give to you just I just have election have consequence. So people scamming voting. It is why reason for voting. Example, it's another reason for not voting is citizens are less likely to vote. Okay, just I want to have two reason, each two reason. Okay, go ahead. Please go ahead.
I think the reason why one reason they vote is because they want the president. Everyone has the right to vote the president that they want. So if you want somebody to be president, so you have to vote for him or her. And the other reason, the one reason that they don't vote, so many people that they don't care about the president. They say whoever gonna be the president is gonna be the president. I don't care about
very good, very good, excellent. I praise you. You are very good point. Can you help others? You want to share us another one? Can you share another one? Who's want to share? Nonya, you want to talk?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I mean what you say.
Yeah, my question is why reason for voting? Another reason for not voting. Why? You understand me? Understanding question?
Not really.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem, Munya. Madines, can you share? No, okay, thank you. Okay, good. Yeah, it's several reasons I give to you. It's two why reason for voting. Voting is opportunity for change. Okay, and then the funding democracy is why not voting. I give to you answer. Voter who do not fee candidate represent their view. Okay, citizens are less likely to vote. That's two reasons. That's I give to you. Okay, so please go as a take it. As I should be timing now. Miss Molly, please move to take it. Is it take it? Just 3 minutes. Hi, student. Here, I asking to you, why do some people believe that voting is the most important political right? You can share, you can write share who can vote and how to register. Okay, how to register. What other ways can citizens register to vote? Okay, you can, if you want to share, you can hand raise or you can check box, please.
Okay, these are just review questions. You already went over them, so don't feel like you're repeating yourself. It's really the
Teachers can, Mediz, please go ahead.
so just raise your hand or put the chat if you want to answer. Dean.
It is important to vote because you want to know which president will do the thing that you want to. You want the president to do it.
Okay, very good. Mookie, I think very good. Or you are, I think New York, you must be 18 or older to vote and be a citizen of the United States. Very good. Thank you very much, Mookie. Thank you. I appreciate so. We are done. And then, do you have any question about this lesson? If you have question, please hand raise. Okay, thank you. Great contribution. Molly, what do you want to say? Please.
Nothing. I was just gonna say they did a great job, and I see a few people in the chat. Mulkey, thank you so much for participating, and Medine, Olive, Ali. Yeah, we need a president to take care of them in the country. That's true. Okay, thank you, Mr. Kai. This was really good because voting is super important, especially 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks from now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, very good, Sadia. So, guys, we're gonna keep talking. Mr. Kai is gonna keep talking tomorrow about human rights, and I like this because what Ali and Sadia said, it can connect to tomorrow. The president needs to take care of the country and protect people, and what the president needs to do is protect people's human rights. So tomorrow, Mr. Kai is going to teach you guys about human rights and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So if you get time today, you could look in Schoology. I put that folder for Wednesday classwork, and there's some reading called Human Rights Reading. So if you want to if you have time, just to look through that so you'll be ready for Mr. Kai's questions, that would be great. You guys did an awesome job today. Thank you, Mr. Kai.
You're welcome. Thank you, student. I think see you.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you